Today here at Brennan Machinery, we're taking a look at the Scotchman 6509-24M Ironworker. This Ironworker is a 65-ton model. Also very similar to this are the 90 and the 120 in the tool table design. These machines are manufactured in Phillips, South Dakota, USA. They come with a 3-year warranty and they're a very solid machine. What makes Scotchman unique? And this is the most versatile iron worker on the market, and the reason for that is right here. It's the tool table design. This model of machine comes with a tool table that right now you can see in here has a angle iron shear that will do up to 6 by 6 by half angle iron shearing. But also the unique thing about this is we can slide that angle shear out, and then we can just slide in a 24-inch brake, a rod shear, a 90-degree V-notcher, a tube and pipe notcher. There's various components that can go in there. Even we do strut shears, channel shears. We do a weld coupon bending for anybody out there that's doing weld testing. So very versatile. Also, because of this arm and the way it works, you can make your own tooling to go in this cavity. So this cavity makes this machine, as I said earlier, the most versatile on the market. Also on this machine down here we have a 24-inch flat bar shear. This flat bar shear can be used to shear material from 1 inch up to 24 inches wide, depending on the thickness. We can do on the 6509 1-inch thick material by 6 inches wide. The shear blades on this are cropping shear blades, so that means the rake angle changes as it comes down. Heavier material, you're going to shear closer to the high rake angle. Lighter material, you can go out to the far end towards a 24-inch, which will produce a flatter shear for you. The machine comes standard with an overload in there, so you can't overload it by shearing too much. I'll show you quickly here. The hold down mechanism is driven on a screw. It comes up, so if you're shearing material, you just slide your material in, quickly come down, your hold down on there to hold it in place. Also, I'll go over quickly just the control here. When you start the machine, you have it in a start position. If you're not in the start position, the machine will not start up. Therefore, once you hit the power to the hydraulics, you're not going to have anything move unexpectedly, which is a great safety feature of the machine. Once the machine's running, you have two options. You can run it in a jog mode or in just strictly run mode. When you're in the run mode, the foot pedal is going to operate the station that you're working on, either the front of the machine, which would be your punch area, or your angle shear or flat bar shear. That's selected by using a 3-position switch. You can select it to the shear side, which would mean you're working on these two stations with your foot pedal. If you come to the punch side, you're going to be operating over here in the punch station. The jog feature is a really nice feature, comes standard on these machines. If you put a 24-inch brake here in the tool table or any other tool, you can jog down. So you can jog down, especially in braking, to come down to get that angle that you're looking for with the tooling. Also here we have upper and lower limit switches. So sometimes when you're using the optional tooling, you're going to want to move your bottom limit switch to keep it from bottoming out. On the punch side, using these, you're not punching air. So if you're punching something thin, we can set our upper limit switch so our punch is not retracting all the way to the top and then coming back down. We can set it so we're just clearing so you can punch multiple holes. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about the punch station on here. Scotchman Industries use a very heavy square bushing in the head here. Therefore our punch is coming straight down. Some models have an arcing punch that come down, requiring bigger clearance in your tooling. Here we're coming straight down through this heavy bushing. We also utilize a swing away stripper. So the stripper swings out of the way. You want to remember when you're punching, you always want to have your stripper in contact with your material, because to pull your punch back out of the material, it takes 2/3 the tonnage that it did to push it down through. So stripper is very important on here. The other feature we have is all of our punch and dies have a dimple on them. So if you center punch your material, it's easy to line up to that hole, get your material in position, slide your stripper back into place, finish the punch. The stripper is easily adjusted by these two screws with a heavy thread. so it adjusts very easily and smoothly up to the thickness of your material. Our tool table, standard, comes in with some inlaid scales and a guide. So if you're doing base plates and you're punching the four corners, you would set up the guides based on these inlaid scales. Punch a corner, rotate it, punch, rotate it, punch, rotate it, punch. Your base plate is done. Very quick. Another nice safety feature about the Scotchman is changing your punch and die. When you change your punch and die, the power of the machine stays off. The punch is inside your die, and you just slide it in, you go in, and then you screw it up onto your punch ramp with a big heavy punch nut. So basically this all goes in as one piece. Therefore you can't misalign your punch and die. You'll have to do a little tapping of the die holder just to make sure the clearance is even on every side, but you will not misalign it and break it on there. A very, very good safety feature. Okay, so I've kind of gone quickly through the features of this machine, showing you the different stations, our punch station, angle iron shear, and flat bar shear. Now we're going to fire this baby up and we're going to have a look at a few of the different stations, and we'll actually cut, shear some material, punch some material for you to see. I'm Gary from Brennan Machinery. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us here at Brennan Machinery or call Scotchman. Thank you.